Hi everyone. I know I made a post saying that I would upload a video, and I made that post like a month ago. So this video is long overdue, but I was experiencing a lot of art block, and I just recently got my motivation back, and so I decided to actually follow through with the video idea, which is going to be redrawing my old art. Old as in like a year ago to 2 years ago, I think. Anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I will put a trigger warning just at the start of the video. In my second drawing, there's a lot of blood, and that's kind of just the nature of the drawing. I'll put the timestamp here when I'm drawing this drawing, but yeah, if you don't like blood, then just skip that part. Anyway, let's get right into it. I'm also going to be doing random commentary on random things and just talking so that you guys don't get bored. I would also like to quickly mention that my girlfriend will be editing this video, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but let's hope I don't look like a serial killer by the end of this.
I'm so scared.
First thing, the first drawing I'm going to be doing is this kind of old art I made of Enna from that one YouTube web series. And I'm actually really proud of it. For being 2 to 3 to 1 years ago, it's a pretty good drawing compared to my other ones.
Yo, what the freak?
Some things that I wanted to keep while I was, doing the redraw was the kind of swirly, trippy background. And I also wanted to keep her really blocky, stay true to the original design. But in the new design, I wanted to add more of a pixely art style, also similar to the true designs, and I also wanted to incorporate more of the show's aspects, like the moon thing, and I even took some inspiration off of the backgrounds in the actual show. So yeah. I went into this not knowing at all what I was gonna really do. When I first started this video idea, I kind of just thought that I would just redraw the exact same drawing, but that's actually not the case. When I started to draw this redraw, I realized that I didn't like the posing, that I didn't really like the colors, and so I took a few inspiration pictures and just kind of got to sketching. I think the hardest part was, figuring out a pose, figuring out what I was going to do with the background, figuring out all the shapes, and yeah. But anyways, while we're drawing that, I'm just going to give a few of my thoughts on specifically slime ranters.
Ooh.
Now, I like slime ranters. It's a newly popular thing on the internet. In case you don't know what slime ranters are, there are people who use a sprite or a character and do rants with slime in the video and stuff like that. And they usually talk about their hot takes. Now, I like slime ranters, but there is just so much drama in the community that I just dislike. It's really something when you see a creator or a slime rant creator that is really, really popular just get super unpopular and be super problematic. And I kind of just wish that it was a smaller community, because it's become such a big thing now that, there's not that many good slime ranters. There's not that many original ideas for slime rants anymore. It's all just it's just kind of compiled into a section of the internet now. And yeah, I definitely think that there are too many slime ranters, but I also have a contrasting opinion where I think it's a good community because it's so accessible and almost anyone can start doing slime rants. But yeah, I think that with the rise of slime rants, there is less, views on commentary channels like myself. And I think that is kind of a problem because, slime rants are kind of they can be pumped out really quickly. They're not super high quality most of the time. And no hate to any slime ranters out there. Like, I love some slime ranters. But I just think that it's a bit too overpopular, and I really think that it could just be a better community. Anyway, that's pretty much all my thoughts on that specific topic. I also think that we should have more commentary YouTubers. You know, with so many slime rants and, Roblox rants, with all that short form content, I really think people should start getting into long form content, because I feel like nowadays people are only watching short form videos, and, long form commentary is kind of like disintegrating into the ground. So that's really, really sad. Anyway, my drawing is done. I'm not sure if I like it more or less than the original, because with the original, I really like how simple it is, and with mine, it's kind of overcomplicated, but, however, I do think my new design is a lot more interesting than the old one. I think the shading is a lot better. I love the pixel art style. I'm really bad at it, but I really love it. I think the hardest part about drawing this was the shading and the colored line art, because I accidentally put my line art and my color on the exact same layer. Fuck my life. And yeah, so I had to individually pick each of the lines and then color them, and it was just a mess. Anyway, I really like how I added the moon in. I really like the background, and overall, I think the new design wins. Overall, I think it looks better in quality. It's more interesting. It's a little more complicated, but I do really love the shading that I did. And I overall just love Anna's character design, so this was bound to be a good drawing. Not that I'm not glazing myself, guys, I promise. Anyway, that is my redesigned drawing of my old Anna art. Let me know what you think, and let's get on to the next drawing. Okay, trigger warning for blood, but the second drawing that I will be remaking is a drawing that I made a few years ago. It was this random TV character, which is such an original idea. I know nobody's ever thought of that before. But a few of the components I wanted to keep while I was remaking it was all of the eyes and the super long tongue and all of the blood and stuff. But other than that, I changed a lot about the character. I changed how they looked, and I was overall going for kind of like a scary vibe for this new drawing. So that's what I'm going to be drawing. Surprisingly, the old drawing did not take me that long. Obviously, it looks really bad. I really hate the art style. I hate the pose, and so those are all things that I really wanted to change. Anyway, while we're drawing that, I'm just gonna start yapping. I'm gonna be talking about AI. Controversial topic, but not really. I hate AI so much. It's literally the worst thing that society has ever come up with, especially generative AI. Like, if you're that uncreative and unimaginative that you need something else to make art for you, just get a commission. Like, there's a lot of people who actually, don't need, require money for commissions. Like, I used to do free commissions. Not anymore, because I don't like drawing for people. But, at that point, just get a commission. AI art doesn't even look good. It looks like shit. AI Fruit Love Island or whatever the fuck that was. Absolutely atrocious. It was the... I think I lost brain cells watching that. It's so stupid how the most popular TikTok account like, that has gotten the most views in the least amount of time ever was AI. And, like, the person who made AI for Love Island, dude, they are such a chud. They are literally such a fat fucking chud. Like, if you don't have any artistic skill, or, like, one of the arguments about using AI is saying that you have no artistic skill, and it's like, dog, just learn. Like, you're not born with skill. That's not how that works. You have to learn how to do it. So obviously, if you don't learn how to do art, you're going to be bad at it. Anyway, I also just think that some AI could be used for good, like in science and stuff. Obviously, we still need people to do things for us, but I think it could be used a lot better, and it could be a better resource, but not for the public. Like, the public don't need that. Just use your brain. If you want to know if you're, like, top 5 signs my crush likes me, just go to a random Discord group chat and just ask, okay? Just go to Wikipedia. Just go anywhere. Don't go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not your friend. Okay, they're taking your water. Friends don't take your water without asking. Well, some do. But that's not the point. I hate AI so much. It's just so stupid. Like, just be creative for once. Ugh. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm done. Yeah. I'm just gonna talk about the drawing now. Anyway, I'm really proud of the final drawing that I did. I think it looks really good. I really like the use of the blood. I think it looks really juicy. And I like the pose. One thing I probably could have done better was shading with the wings and, like, the overall composition. I got it done in less time than I did for the first one because it was super late when I was doing it and I just wanted to go to bed. And so it looks a little bit lazy, but I really like the teeth and the eyes and everything. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's so much better than the original. The original was literally shit. Like, it looks like some random OC card. The clothing was not doing it for me. It was just so bad. Anyway, on to the next drawing. Okay, so for the third drawing, I didn't know what to do because I haven't actually done that many full drawings that aren't recently. And so the drawing that I chose was this drawing of my 2 really old OCs. I think I made this art like last year, a few years ago. I don't know. It was a long time. It felt like a long time. Anyway, there's so much I hated about that art. I hated the brush I used. It was just awful. My art style was bad. I just really didn't like the overall OCs that I used, and I just really don't like it. I really wanted to retry. And usually when I redo art, it's redoing the exact same characters, like I've done with the past 2. However, for this one, I decided to,
Hello? Lemon?
Is she having a stroke?
Shut the hell up.
Fuck, hold on. My server.
CPR. CPR.
I don't know how to do CPR.
Do some CPR, boy.
Shit. Okay, wait, my server just got, like, fucking...
Great, Lemon. You made him run away. You happy?
Oh, hell no.
Good. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna have to edit this out. I just had to ban somebody. That's so embarrassing.
You're embarrassing.
Okay, wait. Anyway, I just overall hated the drawing. It looks so bad. I hate the brush. I hate the art style. I hate the hands. I hate the characters themselves. I will never be returning to those characters. I think they were named Tetris and yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyway, the only reason I actually drew it was because I wanted to work on lighting. That obviously didn't work. And so I'm actually going to be redrawing the whole thing. It's going to be 2 different characters, like overall. And it's also going to be the same pose, sorta. But I really want to work on lighting, and so I'm going to do kind of a warm beach vibe. While we're drawing that, I think I'm just going to do some random talk about whatever comes to my mind, because I'm sick of thinking about topics. Ooh, I could talk about my show. I could give myself some promo. No, nobody wants to hear about that. I made a whole video about my show. It's an indie show. It's about these people who are people. It's very cool. You should definitely go watch my other video on it. Anyway, I don't know what to talk about. I've talked about everything in the whole world. Ooh. I'm going to talk about fashion. Specifically, people who use fashion to get into, like, communities of people. And I know this doesn't happen a lot. It's just kind of the first thing I thought to talk about because I have a bunch of sparkly belts on my wall, and it just reminded me of that. But I've been seeing a lot of videos posted by people lately about people who are LARPing as alternative people, and, like, that really pisses me off. Because, like, you can be alternative if you want to. Like, you don't have to dress crazy to be alternative. And I don't know. I just really think that people like that are annoying. And if you want to be alternative, do it, but you don't have to. You don't have to be quirky. You don't have to be different, and you don't have to be the main character. Okay? You don't have to do all these things that you aren't wanting to do. So I actually kind of just want to talk about, like, the indie industry, if you can call it that. It's more like a group, I guess, but I think especially recently there's been a lot of indie shows that have just kind of, appeared on the internet, especially on YouTube, with, like, Glitch and The Amazing Digital Circus getting so much attention. Shows like Ramshackle, Lackadaisy, I guess Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, but they're not really indie. I would make a whole video on how much I hate Hell of a Boss and how much the plot sucks. Like, don't come for me, okay? But you gotta admit, the plot holes are there, okay? Anyway, I think indie animation and, production is, like, a really good thing, because I feel like with most big studios, they're just trying to, appease to the audience as much as they can, especially, like, super conservative people. Like, they can't have gay people in their shows, they can't have anything different, it has to be the same love story every single time. And it's like, there are some movies that don't do that, I guess. But I think especially with indie animation and indie everything, there's a lot more space for people to, create exactly what they want. Like how Dana Terrace is creating Knights of Guinevere after Disney. Oh, I hate Disney so much. After Disney, canceled her show, I think that there's just a lot that the big industries don't have that these indie shows do have. Like, there's a lot of community, there's a lot of representation that bigger studios are too scared to have. Like, they're pussies, actually. And I think especially one main goal in my indie show, which watch it, please, when it comes out, because I've spent so much time on it, like, really, 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 really trying to make it the best it can be, and I don't know, I want praise for my super hard work, but genuinely, you should definitely watch it. One of my main goals is to create representation as much as I can, and I'm not one of those people who over represents. Like, there's 9 plus size people, and there's it's just, I'm not one of those people who over represents. I represent as much as there needs to be, as long as it's not only white people who are straight and have blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm not one of those people either. I don't try to overrepresent. If a character to me is supposed to be, blonde hair, blue eyes, and white girl. Anyway, I think this is the part where I should probably show you the third drawing. I actually strayed a lot from the original, but I really, really like it. I used some concept designs for these 2 characters that I have, which is the main villain of my show and this god character in my show. They're both characters in my show. What am I talking about? Demi and Ivory, and they're kind of in love. But it's like a whole drama. It's like a whole thing that happened. It's like a falling out. It's like Doomed Yuri, but it's straight. Anyway, I really like the drawing. I've tried to focus a lot on the lighting. I've been having a lot of trouble with Ivory's design. She's the one on the right. She's the one on the right. And I've been having a lot of trouble with her design because she uses jellyfish, and I don't know how to make jellyfish people. But I think I really like this design. It's still a concept, and I'm still going to revise it. But I really like the lighting that I did, and I don't know. I really love her outfit specifically. Demi, I don't care about him. I don't care. I don't like how I did him, but it's the best I could do because I don't know how to draw men. Anyway, I really like it. It's one of my favorite drawings I think I've ever done of my OCs. And yeah, I think it's so much better than the original, bro. I think it's so good. I love it so much. Anyway, those are the only 3 drawings that I'm probably going to do today just because my motivation is slowly going back down. And I did 2 of these in one day, which is crazy. I've never done that before. But yeah, that's pretty much all. I know my commentary wasn't on fleek. I'm so trendy. I know it wasn't the best today, but I was just trying to make the video. It wasn't really supposed to be about the commentary, but if you guys want me to do more of these videos, just make sure to, tell me. And let's see, if you watched all the way to this, comment that 1 fingerprint emoji that Apple added. It's not useful, but whatever. We're going to make it useful. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and join my Discord in the description. Bye! Bye, guys! Bye!
Bye.
Bye. Bro, what the fuck
Goodbye,
was it?
bro. Yo, is the video still going on for you guys?
Yeah, bro.
Thankfully.
Sadly.
Oh, you guys should comment a pineapple if you made it this far.
Yes, bro.
Get it. I want to go home.